Hey Collective, it's Anne Marie. Happy Monday! So I didn't record because it doesn't matter, but I have another one of our stones. It's Hope, and this is I'm trying to put my favorite tree. So we're putting this one right here in the sky. So this is our tree. See, he's one of our favorites. Now the other guy is across the water with the other ones. Oh, we got a spider web in there. You know, the one tree with the face in it. We put that one in there, but there was a guy over there kind of like meditating on the rocks, and I didn't want to like start doing a video and bother him because, you know, we're here all the time. So we have one more. Of course, this one's shaped like a heart, and I put love on it, obviously. Oh, because my heart beats for love. I want to talk to you about something today. I've briefly mentioned it before, but I kind of wanted to go into detail about the activators. There's different kinds. Let me not sniff the flowers. I did that in my other video, and it was on my story, and they muted it because I was talking about sniffing flowers. Before we do that, I've always liked this guy right here. So I'm going to put him right there. I love right there. So we talk about the activators, right? There's certain people in our life that are activators. There's depleters. There's all, whatever term you want to use. I personally call them the activators. And I have one in my life. She's a good friend of mine. And once I really recognized what an activator was and how important they were to my life and my journey, I seek them out, and I'm very aware of them now. People who try to activate you or deactivate you. So the activators are the ones that you can go to them to vent, or you go to them with a problem or whatever. And of course they hold space for you. They listen to you. Their immediate response isn't fear-mongering or going into the negative. Their response, if you ask for one, is in a place of solutions, a place of, and I've said this kind of before, that these activators breathe life into you. They add fuel to your fire, right? Versus the deactivators, or whatever you want to call them. I forget the term I used to use, but I can't remember now for the other ones. Or they piss on your fire, right? You know, the negative people always go to the negative first, right? When you talk to them about something. The people who feed off negativity, right? That's not what activators do. They go into solution mode. Or have you thought about this? Or they mirror things back to you. Last week, I was talking to Shelly, my activator. Not but you know, I call her an activator. She just kind of looked at me. And I was talking to her about some fears I was having and some things I was experiencing, because I really don't share a lot like that with people. I'm learning how to trust the right people now. I live in my own world because I don't know anybody who's experienced things I've experienced and things I've overcome. And so she is someone I trust more than anybody in my life in the 3D world. And she said, do you think possibly that it's because you can't control this? You don't know the outcome, and there's possibly some fear there because you can't really control it. Going to our little, and I was like, huh. I said, you know what, you're right. That does create a little bit of fear in me when I'm not a controlling person, definitely not, but when it comes to my own personal life, and there's so many things up in the air right now for me that it's a constant juggle. There's a lot of not knowing. And that's what I said to her. She said, yeah, possibly because you're not able to control the outcome in that sense. You don't know what the outcome's going to be. And hi, Mr. Chipmunk. And so that's an activator. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Now, because I know Shelly comes from a good, honest place, anything that she says to me, first of all, I don't get defensive, because I trust what she is saying to me, and I know she comes from an honest place. You know, there's people when you try to share with them some of your insights or your observations, and they immediately go into denial or making excuses or trying to explain away instead of just listening to the message or listening to the input, right? Those aren't activators. So it gave me some insight. Activators are also people that when you leave the conversation, you feel energized. You feel like, you know what? Yeah, I can go live to fight another day. You feel positive. You feel, it's just a very open feeling, a very loving feeling, a comforting feeling. And so I never really could pinpoint it, what it was, because I always, and Shelly and I come from two completely different backgrounds and schools of thought. But the more I talk to her, the more our friendship develops, the more I learn about her. And I think, I know that she also learns about me, which is absolutely amazing. And she is someone that you would consider a religious person, and I'm a spiritual person. They always try to divide us, don't they? But because we've worked together for so long and we've had an adventure together or so, and I get a lot of support from her and a lot of insight, that has really opened my mind up. And I know my insights have opened her mind up too in her world. And so those are activating people. It's people that activate you, right? The people that, like I said, you feel just say warm, fuzzy feeling inside, versus the people, when you share an idea or something you're going through, they bask in it, don't they? Oh God, I hate that you're going through that. I'll pray for you. Listen, I don't know who you pray to or what prayers you have, so don't pray for me, okay? I'm just saying. So take a look at who are the activators in your life, and are you able to determine the people who try to activate you or deactivate you? And even the ones who try to deactivate you, it's not a dig on them, because I know those people and I know they're on their own path and they're also working through their own stuff, because I was a deactivator many times when I was living in the lower vibrational type of situations I found myself in because of everything that happened to me in life. I was in that lens, right? Definitely not in that. I'm an activator. So just something to think about on this beautiful Monday, on what ways, not only what are the activators in your life, and how can you be an activator in other people's lives? It's not about taking people's energy. It's not about knowing the right answer or giving the right answers to everything. It's about showing up, holding space for people, and being a mirror to them, and coming from an honest, authentic, loving place. Hi, Mr. Cardinal. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal, don't harm.